Now, I would love your calls on this. Should work on rail lines be banned over Christmas? 0207 862 2222 is the number. Tell us what you think. Looks like it's going to be another miserable Christmas for people travelling by train to visit loved ones. There's going to be 32 days of rail works around the festive period, affecting 2,500 trains. And it's an absolute shocker. Do you want to see my map down here, Yasmin?
Yep.
Do you fancy it? You travelling at Christmas or not? No. Well, don't. If you were going
to London.
Have a look
my
here.
husband and I spending Christmas in London.
Well, all right, you might be wise to do that. So, let's just have a look here. So, we're looking. London is there, Glasgow is there. We'll start with this one here. If you're travelling on the West Coast line, which goes London all the way to there, to Crewe, and then up here, Preston, you'll know it, Carlisle, and then Glasgow, that's gone, right? That's the busiest route in Britain, and it's going to be shut from Christmas Eve until January the 15th. I mean, that, on its own, that's crazy. So what you'll have to do instead is go via Edinburgh. So you will have to go, you might get up there, and you're going to have to go do a loop round there. But you can't go direct to Glasgow. So actually, you could probably travel on that without a problem, but just watch out for Glasgow, okay? Then, this is even better. Preston to Glasgow, which is obviously here. Preston to Edinburgh, I'm sorry, here we go. Preston to Edinburgh will go like this. It's not going to do that anymore. That's weird because actually the Glasgow route has gone that way, but that's closed to the Preston one. Well, it might be connected. So come January the 1st, what you've got to do, you start in Preston here. You've got to go up to Lancaster, which is, hang on, Lancaster's there, right? Then you change, you go to Oxenholme in the Lake District, okay? And then you've got to go there to Carlisle. It's not even finished yet. You've then got to go to Lockerbie, which I can't even see on the map, but I know it's there. It's just north of the border, sort of that area. And then you've got to take a bus. This, can you imagine? And then as well, if you're going, are you enjoying this, Yasmin?
I think it's amazing.
If you're going from Leeds, look at this. Imagine all you're trying to do is go from Leeds to York to see your mum. Closed. Not possible. The whole line closed from December the 25th to the 26th, not of December, but January. And that deserves a full exclamation mark there. Buses will also replace trains between Milton Keynes, which is there, and Rugby and Northampton. I don't even know where Rugby is now, but it's somewhere down here. Hang on. Where's Rugby gone?
No, it's up the other way,
I can't.
isn't it?
This is really embarrassing. Northampton. Oh, it's near, yeah.
Yeah,
of course
it's
it is.
up there, yeah.
Yeah, there we are. And something else. I bet you that's Milton Keynes to Rugby. So look, the only bit of the country that seems to be sort of free, they're not doing too much in Wales. And also, Devon and Cornwall seem to be unscathed. But that's horrific. And the question really is, Peter, of all the times to do it.
Oh, don't even get me started because that's the line I take to get home because I'm from Wigan and it's on that line.
There we are.
Honestly, it is a nightmare. I hate Christmas because of this. It is absolutely ridiculous. But the reality is, the reason they do it is it's convenience, and two, it's lazy policy making, I'm afraid, because if we actually look at the National Highways Agency, they have a 95% cancellation of roadworks over the Christmas period. They cancel the works because there's all these extra journeys, and yet the trains continue to do this, and yet the prices go up, the standards of service go up, the trains get cancelled, and then let's not forget, usually round about this time we have a strike by RMT or ASLEV or somebody, and then, it just compounds itself. The fact it's shut till the 15th is absurd.
Well, Ken works on the railways. Ken in Eastbourne, hello. Oh, he's gone off on a ride.
Oh.
Hey, Ken, are you all right? I think your phone's...
I'm here now, I can hear you.
Yeah, well done.
I can hear you loud and clear.
Yeah. So what's the logic, Ken, of doing all the train works
Yes,
then?
I work on the railway.
Yeah, I know, yeah. What's the logic of doing the works?
Engineering work takes months, if not years to...
I know what's happened.
Okay, engineering works takes months, if not years to plan.
Yeah.
on the TV is muted off, so I'm not doing that. Engineering takes years, months, if not years, to plan. All this engineering work isn't just needs to be done. Maintenance needs to be done, and it has to be done at times. Railway doesn't stop. We don't get to have a time off at Christmas.
Could you not do the engineering works
to do it at certain times
at weekends or at night?
So when you're going to take an engineering works, it's going to take possibly 6, 8, 10 days to actually do. Which weekend do you want me to do it? And every time you start and stop, it has to be completed. Once they start, they cannot stop. They have to complete the work. That's why you have overrunning engineering works. It's not like a road where you can just divert someone round the outside. There's only one way the train can go, up and down.
Well, it's a very wise. It's a very
once
wise
it starts, it's planned. It has to actually.
I'm conscious we're connected via the moon, I think, with this call, but it's a wise contribution, that Yasmin. He's a gentleman who knows his onions.
Very well put. I mean, we're just such a hysterical country. All we do is, how dare they? When do they do this?
You weren't hysterical earlier, but you were certainly disapproving when I...
No, I said it was wonderful to see the way you were presenting it.
Well, that's slightly separate, but yeah.
It has to be done. And as Ken says, it can't be done in a weekend.
The reality is, though, when they're choosing to do it, it's actually the busiest time. This is the thing. Between the 22nd and the 20th are two of the busiest, as one of the busiest times. Even on the 30th December, train capacity is already pre-booked at 25%. Why they pick the period in which most people travel, because it's Christmas, they want to see family, they want to get around the country. It doesn't make any sense. And also, if you want to talk about growth, this is what they call productivity drag. Nobody will travel. That means nobody's going to the shops. That means nobody's going to pubs and restaurants. This has a knock-on effect, and it really annoys me, this, because the transport system is one of the main reasons that we don't have good growth in this country, because we keep doing things like this. Yes, it takes months to plan, but you can pick another date where you have less time to do it.
In Japan, they've just installed a train that goes at 325 miles an hour. People tried to take photos. They couldn't. It was moving too fast. Can you believe that?
Yes, but I'm sure in Japan they don't kick up every time things have to be built and made.
They don't have a show in Japan.
They don't do it.
So Ken, the brilliant Ken, was in Eastbourne on the south coast, unscathed, interestingly. I'm not suggesting any hijinks, but it's interesting that Ken managed to... Let's just find Eastbourne here. There's Ken, OK? And we're still on the south coast. I think we've got just above it, we've got Jasper. Hello.
Hello, mate.
What's happening? Hello, Jasper.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, the phones are weird. Today they're delayed like the railways. They're just going round Preston, I think.
We're all a bit weird.
Oh, don't worry about it. Do you know Ken? He's quite near you.
Who's Ken?
Ken just called. He's round the corner, Jasper. He's in Eastbourne.
Oh, well, wish him happy Christmas from me.
All right. Happy Christmas, Ken. What do you want to say, Jasper?
Basically, you've gone off the main point. It's nothing to do with Christmas. I live in Hastings, and my daughter lives in London, and my best friend in Brighton, and I'm disabled. They don't visit me anymore, because 9 times out of 10, there's always a problem on the line. And usually what happens is they go to one station, then they have to get on a bus and travel half the way.
Where would they go? Would they go from Waterloo or London Bridge?
No, they go. There's different places to get. You can either go via. You can either go to Victoria or Charing Cross.
Victoria, and they'd be going from down Bromley South.
No, Hastings. I live.
Yeah, but they'd take this route here, I think, and then they'd be Orpington, Sevenoaks.
They get a train at Hastings. And then it stops at lots of places.
Yeah.
And one goes to Victoria and one goes to Charing Cross.
Yeah. And it's breaking down all the time.
It doesn't break down. I don't know what it is, but I don't know what it is, to be honest.
No, the trains these days, I'd hate to say it, but I think they've got 50% failure rate in my own experience. So I was going to the Dorchester Book Festival the other day, and I'll see if I can find... Oh, that's Absolutely. It's upside down as well. But it's basically we're sort of around there. I was stopped at a place called Wool, which I'd not even heard of, and they just said this train is not going to run any further. And that was it.
Yeah.
Abandoned in Wool. Daniel's in Hull. Here's Hull. How are you, Daniel?
Hello, Jeremy. I'm good, thank you very much for asking. How are you?
I'm fine. What's going on with your line to Leeds over Christmas? Do you know?
Yeah, well, I'm originally from Scunthorpe in northern Lincolnshire.
Yeah.
I've moved over to Hull, and I use the train services quite often, and they're quite reliable, friendly. But I think with the show that I'm watching at the moment, I do believe that the rail maintenance should be paused over Christmas, and that's only down to the fact that the big companies, and if they're not posing a risk on the trains, I think that keeping the trains up and running over the Christmas period, especially to encourage health and get people out to rural locations, is a good idea.
Yeah, but Ken in Eastbourne was saying that if you're not going to do it at Christmas, when are you going to do it?
Yeah, that's correct. I do totally agree with that, Jeremy. Yeah, if it's not done over the Christmas period, it could be delayed. But I personally just feel that obviously keeping it paused where possible and trying to get it done through the year seems like a sensible idea.
Thanks very much, Daniel, in Hull. Now we go to Portsmouth. And Eve, hello.
Hello there.
How are your trains, Eve?
Well, I used to, I don't catch the trains anymore, but I used to commute from Portsmouth to London every day, over 20 years while
Victoria?
I was working. Waterloo.
Waterloo. So we're going down Clapham Junction and then Guildford, Hazelmere, Petersfield. It's that one, isn't it?
That's it, yeah.
What was going wrong?
And we had the same thing every year, all over Christmas.
Yeah.
But my point that I wanted to make is the train companies, their bread and butter is commuters. You know, they have the season ticket cards, which cost a huge amount of money.
Yeah.
And they need to keep their commuters happy and keep them going to work every day. Most people take a few days off over Christmas, probably 3 days, if that. Some people obviously take longer, but commuters have to put up with it as well.
No, I hear that. I mean, I remember that thing. It was that guy, Chris Grayling. He'd said the timetables are now adjustable or whatever, and the commuters went mad. And that was a whole different ballgame. You're right. It almost brought the Tory government down at the time. You'll remember that, Peter, actually. That was a shocker, wasn't it?
Yeah. The thing is, it was run by Chris Grayling, who's known as Failing Grayling. So that's probably not the best person to use.
But that's the
example.
alternative to doing it at Christmas, is you're right, Eve, annoying the commuters. Oh,
well, actually,
go on,
sorry to interrupt, but actually what you do is you do it through modular. So you can actually break these big projects up, and more importantly, you could do them at night. That's the big thing. But what the ban would actually force to happen is that the Network Rail would have to update how it does things. They're still stuck in a very old-fashioned way of maintenance. That seems to be one of the main cruxes.
Thank you very much, Eve. We've got, from Portsmouth, we go to Penrith. So Penrith here, and our caller is Peter. Peter, hi.
Good morning, Jeremy. The motorway is going to be shut as well as the railway. They put a brand new railway bridge in at Penrith.
What? The motorway is going to be shut as well?
Yes, because they put the brand new railway bridge in over the motorway at Clifton in Penrith. So the trains are going to be stopped from Carlisle, and you've got to go down to Lancaster to catch the next train to go south.
So where Carlisle is here, and you'll have to somehow get around and get to Lancaster.
Lancaster, yeah.
Which is just here, yeah.
Yeah.
So Carlisle to Lancaster is going to be bus, is it?
It's going to be bus down the old A6 and through the middle of Penrith and everywhere, because it's going to take 14 days to put the new bridge in the motorway and on building the bridge at the present moment.
Oh, God. It's terrible, Yasmin. It's all very well you saying I'm in London, I don't care.
No, I didn't say that. I did not say that. I said, you asked me if I was going anywhere. I said, no, we're coming into central London and spending the night here.
I'm quite tempted for Devon. You know, I tell you what, Devon, if you're listening and viewing in Devon, looks like you're unscathed. That's a good old map, that. I really like it. Although it doesn't say rugby. Where was rugby? I couldn't find rugby.
After Northampton.
It's been abolished.
Yeah.
It's not even... After what?
Northampton.
It's not there. They didn't print it. Typical.
Yeah, I do think one of the bigger problems, though, is actually the fact that this is going on so long into the 50s. It means that when people do go home, like, or back to wherever they spend Christmas, they have to kind of get back to London or wherever, like in kind of like piecemeal journeys and all the rest of it, because it's not like getting somewhere. You've got to get back to where you're going, and 15th is, well into the month. I don't know many offices that would let that happen.
When a train runs on time, I've started filming it because it's just so...
You've seen it?
I have, and I film it saying there's nothing, it's running on time. Later, it's the papers and everything else. Find out why women are happy to be getting divorced in midlife.